Hello, my name is Jeff, and this is me testing my recording equipment with Donkey Kong Country 2: Diddy's Kong Quest. I really love this game. It's one of my favorite games in the Super Nintendo, and that's probably why I decided to test it with this game. And I did run into some problems, of course. A bunch of friends and I wanted to start a series with us playing games, because we have some pretty hilarious commentary sometimes. And, so we got the recording software, and this is me testing it out. There was a cut here, if you can find it, because I made a mistake. Not with the editing or anything, but with playing the game. It was a really easy, early, cheap death that I feel stupid for having done. And it's at the end of the video, so you can watch that, but I wanted to actually look like I knew what I was doing. Because in this game I actually do know what I'm doing. A lot of people are like, oh, this is one of the series as a whole is one of the hardest on the Super Nintendo, apparently, but I've never really felt that way. This is the second one, probably, yeah, it gets pretty hard towards the end, but the first one I can do pretty easily. Oh, there's a mistake. Some of these I can actually attribute to the recording software. There are parts where it'll just kind of stop, or freeze the video while I'm playing the game, which is really annoying. And at one point, the freezing got so bad I actually had to quit the game, which is why I'm only doing, like, not even 2 levels. I think I get to the bonus stage of the second level, and then I just stop, because it just becomes too much. Killing some rats. I like to kill the rats. I like to kill everything in this game. It's a fun game. And I do love all the bonus games. It's just, the bosses are epic. Not really epic, but better than the first one, at least. And of course, I prefer to play as Dixie Kong because she does the hair twirly thing, and that makes the game a lot easier. Maybe that's why I think that this is one of the easier games. Well, not easier, but I think it's easier than everyone else, because everybody's like, oh, I want to play as Diddy Kong. He was in the first game. Gotta use Remy's charge. Always, always, always. Yeah, I forgot that in this game you can't just kind of ram into the secret doors like you could in the first game, so I just kind of rammed into it, and that didn't work. And I got to another bonus game. I thought I would have more to say for this, but yeah, I use Pinnacle because we got it for a decent amount, and I'm very poor. I didn't even get it, my friend got it, and it just sits at my house because that's where we play our games. So, yeah, I have to learn to edit more. I did one edit to get out the death, as I mentioned before. I did another edit at the end of the video to actually put that death in there, just to be fun. Oh, here's another reason I play as Dixie Kong. I much prefer her victory, because she plays the guitar. I just realized I have the volume up on my computer, so it's actually playing the audio from the game, which is actually already on the recording. So that might lead into some double music, I guess, because it's probably not going to be entirely in sync. I haven't, I don't know exactly how to use the audio on Pinnacle Studio, which is the software I'm using. There are probably a lot better ones that you can use easier, but I don't have the money for those, and I'm not the kind of guy who's willing to pirate that stuff. Especially since my computer now is very limited. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised I got all of this running. I'm terrible with computers. My computers usually break down when I try to play solitaire. Yeah, there was no reason for that. I just felt the need to do it. There should have been something there. It's been a while since I played the game, but maybe it was a balloon that I missed because I took too long. Those things happen. You can't remember everything about every game that you play. There's another stupid death, but that one I can't blame on the software. It was around this time that it was starting to get a little choppy, but it was still playable at least. Oh, there's another one. I guess the other one was nothing. There was a pause. Here's the pause, where I'm like, okay, is this gonna really hinder me? And I wanted to make sure that it was, like, it recorded fine. when I went back and watched the recording, and even now while I'm watching it, there was no problem with the actual footage that I got, but there was a problem with what I saw while I was capturing it, which, you know, when you're playing a game, this is where it got really bad. Like, I could not play this minigame at all because everything was just so terrible. So, it's probably not an issue with the recording software, probably an issue with my computer, which is understandable because that tends to be what happens with me, because my computers tend to suck, and there I quit. Here we go. Very first level, very first enemy, and I die. Let's watch this spectacular failure. And it is spectacular. Always go for the one-up balloon. This is how I knew I wasn't going to be like, oh yeah, I could just edit that out because I got the extra life. And then I'll go get it again. So clever. I'm so clever. Yeah. I just ran into its butt.